another episode of Tuesday Talks with Mom. I'm here with Becki Usello, my fellow moms on a mission. Thanks for joining me, Becki. And today we are here to talk about South Carolina and Tennessee. Now, we mentioned in a previous episode these states on our lineup, but we also wanted to cover them just a little bit deeper because we are currently in that open window for applications. Becki, go ahead and tell us about the dates that we're working with for South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina, window 3 is now open, and it's approximately $7,634 per student. There are 2 websites that you can go to, and those are both listed on the slide. They're very user-friendly, and families can go there to see what they qualify for, what documentation they will need for this process. So by all means, go ahead and apply and get those applications in.
I love it. Well, South Carolina, we previewed this state previously on a previous episode of Tuesday Talks with Mom, and you can go back to our YouTube channel and look at that. It gives all kinds of information on what is going on in South Carolina, but we wanted to highlight that again and let you know how you could be eligible for the scholarships and what they can be used for. Becki, how do students how do they meet the eligibility requirements for South Carolina?
Students must have attended a public school the previous year.
Okay, that's it. That's all they need.
Yes, or they must be entering kindergarten. Now, I believe there are probably also requirements as far as residency.
Okay.
I believe South Carolina is one of those states that if you are a military family and you have not established residency yet, you can provide a copy of your orders, and that suffices.
Wow, that's awesome. That is wonderful. So eligibility is living in the state. And, I see that you can use your funds for a number of things within the boundaries of this scholarship. It looks like you can use them for special needs services, therapies, individual classes, testing, transportation, textbooks, tutoring services.
Yes.
It looks like you can, testing fees. I mean, advanced placement exams. That's amazing.
Yes. So it appears that there are a lot of things this envelops. So if you contact the private school, a parochial school, and find out what their financial aid is, that will help as well.
Yeah, I tell parents it's really important. Oftentimes parents will make the assumption, I did it myself, oh, I don't think we're going to fall in that qualification for additional aid and services. And I tell parents all the time, don't make that same mistake that I did. Go ahead and apply at your school of choice and apply for every single possible tuition assistance program that exists. In addition to, there's nothing like going, well, I applied for everything and they sent me a declination letter saying you're not eligible. Okay, no problem. At least you applied. Nothing is worse than not applying and finding out, oh, if I would have only applied.
So money is there.
Yes, exactly. So I tell parents, you know what, if you're not the expert in it, don't claim to be. Go ahead and apply for everything. You can always be denied later and go, well, now I know. So that can be very helpful, especially if you're looking for tuition assistance, as many parents are. But if you're not, and you're looking for help with these other services, this scholarship can really be helpful for you. I noticed one of the very first things that it says on there is special needs services. So I would highly encourage parents to make sure that you have all your documents together. One of the greatest accountability factors for children with special needs is their IEP. And you need diagnosis from a doctor. You need a condition or a disability category that qualifies you for an IEP. So make sure you have that documentation, your testing, as well as the IEP and the meeting notes that are necessary so that you can prove your disability or your child's disability with ease.
Yes. And if you've let it lapse, it's okay. Contact the school district and get that ball rolling.
Yes. And make sure that you do that in writing, preferably in an email. And I also sent a hard paper copy to the school as well, or hand delivered it and got a stamp copy from them. I think it's important to make sure that you keep that paper trail one way or
Yes,
another.
absolutely.
And then I would highly recommend that you visit the state sites that are on the slide in front of you, specifically the palmettonavigateed.org. In that previous episode that I mentioned, where Tisha had actually gone through what's going on in her state, South Carolina, that site, they gave a lot of thought to that site, and
Yes, they
it's
did.
very easy to navigate. There's a lot of information on there, and it's just a couple clicks to the answers that you need in order to make sure that you have everything you need for application.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, well, that is all that we have for you on South Carolina. So good luck, South Carolina families.
Yes. Good luck.
Our next state that we want to highlight a little bit deeper is Tennessee. So, Becki, tell us about Tennessee.
So there are a couple things going on in Tennessee. There's the educational scholarship account. The application window is open. This particular program is specifically for students in 4 areas, so 4 districts. So we're looking at the Memphis Shelby County School District, Metro Nashville Public Schools, Hamilton County Schools, or a school that was in the Achievement School District as of May 24th, 2019. So if you live outside of those areas, this is not the program for you, but that's okay because there are programs that may fit your needs. There is a website listed on the slide that you can go to for more information and to apply. And remember, it's through March 16th.
Okay, that's great. So application eligibility is clearly to 4 separate counties.
Yes.
On that, and what student actually, besides those, does income play any effect into this at all?
Yeah, your family income cannot exceed twice the federal income eligibility for the free lunch program. So keep that in mind as well. And so
Okay.
you'll have to provide documentation of that.
Okay. Okay. So tax return probably isn't okay. That's in play, and that'll be all on the Texas or the Tennessee website as well.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I noticed that there is another application window, the individual education account. And yeah, that opened on February the 17th and goes until April 17th. It's approximately $7,300 per student. It's my understanding that these do not overlap. Is that correct?
That is my understanding as well.
Okay. So I think it's important for families to kind of take a look at both offerings to determine where you fall and which opportunity you'd like to take advantage of. We had that same thing happening here in Ohio. We had the Ed Choice Scholarship, and then we also had the Special Needs Scholarship. Didn't overlap. So you want to pay close attention to what program you're applying to and how it meets or will meet your students' needs. So that you can get that information on the website listed on the slide there.
Yes.
And determine so your child can qualify if they've been enrolled in a Tennessee public school for the entire school year before participating in the IEA program, unless they're entering kindergarten for the first time or they're new to Tennessee. The student must have an active IEP with a qualifying disability. Again, that's really important that you follow up on that. Like Becki mentioned previously, though, if your IEP has lapsed or maybe you need to schedule a meeting, go ahead and take advantage of that right now to make sure that you make that recommendation or that request and do it in writing.
Yes.
Anything else that you want to say in there?
I think you covered it, Tara.
Okay. And also, if you're enrolled in this program, you cannot be enrolled in a public school in Tennessee at the same time that you're taking advantage of this program. So that's a frequently asked question that oftentimes needs addressed. So anything else that you want to cover for families in Tennessee? I would just basically say make sure you know which program you're applying for.
Yes.
Make sure that you meet those deadlines. You know, you've got 2 separate deadlines. So the March deadline, most important right now, but leading into, I believe that second deadline is a month later.
Yes, in April. Yep.
April 17th. Yep. So you can't, and also the other thing is you can't enroll in both. So
they don't overlap.
Yep. parents ask that question. That's probably the most frequently asked question that I get is, can we enroll in both? No, you can't. So you kind of have to pick and choose. But if you are aware of which program would best meet your need, I think that you'll do just fine. So
Absolutely.
Tennessee families, that's very exciting for you. South Carolina families, very exciting news for you. You've got a couple more weeks here to be able to get your applications in. And we are excited. If you have questions, you can email us at teramyerschoolchoice@gmail.com. You can also visit schoolchoicetoolkits.com in order to get the detailed information that we just shared with you today. But the goal is that you have the information that you need easily accessible in order to access these resources. Thank you so much for joining us again on another episode of Tuesday Talks with Mom.
We'll see you later.